We're Red Rook Films, and this is the first of our Grumpy Old Men reviews. Today we are reviewing...
Testify. Bring your word if it's worth it's fine. Don't give me maybe. Don't give me I don't know. Baby, you ain't singing when you're crying. See, I was born on a storm. When I get gone, and I don't need any wrong to know better.
Hey Red Rook fans, thanks for tuning in. This is episode 3 of our Grumpy Old Man reviews. Over here to my left, we have Grumpy Old Man number 1.
Carlos!
And to my right, Grumpy Old Man number 2.
Caleb.
Of course, you all know me. I'm our moderator for today, Elizabeth. And today, of course, we'll be reviewing Baby Driver.
Shop. Let's talk it. The target is an armored truck at Perimeter Trust, 10 a.m. sharp. Bank is right next to it. The switch car, baby, hit the long stay parking structure. Start in the a.m. Questions.
I got a question, Doc. Why'd I believe phones over here heard the goddamn word you said? He ain't even listening.
Baby? The target is an armored truck at Perimeter Trust in Dunwoody, 10 a.m. sharp. The switch car is ready, but you want me to hit the long stay parking structure and get a heist vehicle that stays colder longer? It needs to be ready for an 8:30 start. Questions?
Thoughts on the movie?
I loved it. I was not bored. It was great pacing, great writing, great actors, great cast, cinematography. I loved it a lot. And as about halfway through, I was already planning on when I could see it again. I hardly say that about any movie, so I liked it a lot.
Absolutely. I think I can speak for all of us when I say we've been looking forward to this movie since we first saw the preview months ago. Do you feel like it held up to your expectations, Caleb?
It did.
It did. Okay. How did it compare to other Edgar Wright movies y'all seen?
Well, I've always thought that he was a kinetic director, especially Shaun of the Dead. He always had little snap cuts, snap shots where he'd do some mundane action like Shaun, take off his name tag and then throw it on the sink. And it kind of just like makes it seem like it's more than what it is. But this time he took that kind of editing and photography and put it in a big grand scale of cartoon.
We are 24 hours from being descended upon by this entire city.
I like that he did that. Like you can see the progression throughout his films of doing that. And this one he culminated in it. So it's good.
Absolutely, absolutely. Caleb, how do you feel?
I don't know about his other movies, but compared to action movies, I can compare it to those. It's the best action movie since John Wick 2, actually. Like, there's been a surge with action flicks since, I guess, probably since Fury Road. Like, since then, we've gotten a lot better action films. Because for a while, their action films sucked.
Absolutely, I agree. And I feel like this film almost, defied a specific genre because it was hilarious, it was heartfelt, it was definitely action-packed, and it was a little darker, in my opinion, than his previous movies. I mean, it had a lot of the comic relief that, say, Scott Pilgrim had, but definitely got pretty gritty. So, yeah.
What did y'all feel? Did y'all notice in the beginning what he put a homage to his own first film? When Baby is walking and he has a coffee and he's going through all the stuff. And what I like that, a lot of film directors, a lot of people try to put basically sound effects to the soundtrack to go along with it. Everybody knows about the horrible trailer for Suicide Squad when they did the whole Bohemian Rhapsody. And they had the actual gunfires and everything, it was alright, it was pretty good. But in this one, he actually does it almost throughout the whole film, and it works. Instead of making it seem tired or just a cliche, it actually worked. So keep an eye out for that when y'all see it. You'll see actually gunfire go along with like beat of the drums. Which
Very
is really cool.
coordinated, yeah, very synchronized as far as the music that's in it, and it's awesome. Stop fucking laughing at me.
Caleb, what'd you feel?
I love the selection of music. My favorite thing about the music. It was eclectic, and it was well chosen for the entire film, both for feeling the film and just great songs by themselves.
What you listening to? Oh, let me check. Tequila.
Y'all think this is going to be the hit of the summer, Baby Driver?
I think it's needed. It is going to be, just because so many films have failed. Look up May 2017, all out films, and it's what's needed. It's fun, and I guess it's the next fun film since Guardians, right?
Yeah.
There hasn't been anything like that. Pirates failed.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We really need another one of those films. It depends on what you mean by hit. Money-wise, I don't think it's going to be up near the tops, but I think it's going to be kind of like
Top 10s.
Yeah, like list. Critical and like you must watches. That's going to be up high. It's going to be like Cabin in the Woods was that one year. The Avengers came out and a bunch of other comic book stuff, and they made lots of money. But at the end of the year, Cabin in the Woods, where people were like, "You should really see Cabin in the Woods. That's a freaking great movie." It's going to be like that. People are going to be talking about, "You need to see this movie because it's just really good." But I don't think it's going to be like making hundreds of millions of dollars.
It's definitely refreshing for a movie that's not Marvel, DC, and not a sequel to something to be this fun and this definitely well received. I think the only other thing that's going to compare this year in critical review is going to be Get Out, which was also right at the top, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah. This is at 99. So, what do you think it is about those two movies that are making them so critically acclaimed?
Because so far, if anyone tries to be original, they fail miserably.
Absolutely.
And I want people to try to be original, but so far, I mean, think about like original stuff. They suck, and people complain like, oh, you're just taking from this and that, and you're doing sequels. But I mean, all the original ideas have been pretty bad. But these two were great. I don't know why. It's been so hard lately to get new original stuff. It just has.
Originality, I think, is a big thing, but also they're so different. You know, they're unique in their genres, kind of like we talked about earlier. I mean, what do you think, Carlos?
Well, it's funny though, because when you're saying it's unique and original, a lot of people, I guess, the past few years didn't want that. They wanted to see something that was already tried and true. That's why this year we had so many sequels, like the past few years, you know. But now that I think everyone's already they don't want to do any more franchise, no more sequels. They're looking for original content, and that showed this year with Get Out, you know, and it's good. It's good.
I think people always want originality, but it's the studios and the producers that
they don't want to put their money behind a lot of money behind something.
Right, they don't want to take risks. They know, Pirates of the Caribbean 50,000 is gonna at least bring in some money.
Yeah, well, the franchise thing is also, I think, annoying people because, I mean, besides Marvel and I guess Star Wars, has there been any successful franchises really? DC's been
Fast and the Furious.
I guess that one's been pretty successful. I don't know because I don't watch that crap.
Well, they're super successful.
They're successful. Definitely foreign-wise, too. I know foreign-wise, like Italian and China and a lot of places, and they buy the hell out of the Fast and Furious series. They love that stuff.
They're fun. I mean, they're not going to ever win any awards, but they're fun. Anyway, off track. The ensemble cast in this movie was excellent.
That's some Oscar shit right there.
I mean, would you have traded a cast member for any of the roles?
No, John Hamm. Never seen him in a villain role. Some people think Don Draper might be a villain, but I don't think so. But
more like an anti-hero.
Exactly. But this role, I didn't think I could think better of John Hamm, and this role is great.
How do you say that?
You know why I think that? I think it works so well in this film is because they threw expectations out the window. Like at the beginning, it seemed like he was a really good guy, and he was going to be friends with Baby.
Spoilers! Spoiler alert. I guess the whole review. No? Alright, whatever.
Yeah, the whole review's pretty much spoiler.
We won't spoil too much. We'll say,
I'm not gonna give away the
people
ending,
aren't what you think.
but it does seem like he's gonna be like Baby's friend at the beginning, and then early on though they just kind of flipped that around really fast. It's not like it was like a big.
Well, I think they actually built it up, and it wasn't like oh hey, I don't like you anymore.
It wasn't like the Jamie Foxx thing where Jamie Foxx's character comes in and complete ass from the beginning, and he was a bad guy. That was kind of more of a
Why is he listening to music all the time?
He had an accident when he was a kid.
He's got mental problems? I'm the one got the mental problems in the crew. Position taken.
Also, Jamie Foxx.
He did an amazing job. I hated his character.
I hated it so much.
Golly, good work, Jamie
And
Foxx.
who could have guessed about the developing romance between Jamie Foxx and Kevin Spacey?
That it came out like nowhere.
I had alcohol go through my nose.
It was heartfelt.
It was heartfelt.
And when
hand-holding scene. Anyway,
and when he kissed in the back of the car, it was just magical.
Spoilers. Okay.
So.
Anyway, so I guess we should get into rating this film, unless y'all have some parting thoughts that you'd like to.
The action was amazing. The car driving in this, the stunt driving, is probably the best I've ever seen.
You've been my driver for every job since we met. You're the best in the business.
Best it reminded me of is when I was a kid and I watched a lot of westerns and there were stunt riders and the way they did cool stuff with horses. That's what the car driving reminded me of this, and just they did amazing.
I thought you were going to say Smokey and the Bandit or something.
No. Westerns, like, horse riding. I used to.
Yes,
I missed that. I missed
Western.
it. You're the one who was like, Smoking the Bandit? No.
When you said when you were a kid. Because what I was thinking, like, especially in the first car chase, when you threw the tire, when the cops laid out the.
That was so cool.
What is it called? The tire?
The tire hopper.
The spikes.
The spikes. And he just like did something with the wheel and he flipped it onto the other vehicles. I was like, that's cool. It just reminded me more or less like John Wick when he like threw the car and hit the other guy and he slammed somebody else.
Or Fast and Furious.
It was very creative.
When they crashed the car into the submarine.
The submarine? I'm glad I don't watch that crap.
They did. They crashed the car.
No, I don't want to.
And The Rock sticks his hand out and moves the torpedo that's coming.
Oh my god. No, stop. Just stop. Stop.
Yeah. Anyway, the action was awesome. Super awesome. It reminded me of Gone in 60 Seconds a little bit, some of the driving. And I don't know, maybe I'm alone in that. But I thought the driving in that movie was pretty cool. And I was telling these guys, I don't know if anyone else thinks it's interesting, but there was actually no green screens or special effects used during the driving scenes, which is awesome. I mean, that was all legit driving. So.
Yeah, it was incredible. It was an incredible film.
Definitely, go see it. Go see this one.
We recommend watching this film.
Even though we spoiled a couple things, it's cool.
One of these days, baby, you're gonna get blood on your hands. Time to face the music.
Baby, we need to get out of here.
I have to end this.
Are we in bed together now?
Baby.
Baby?
Baby.
Are we doing the Rook thing?
Yeah. So how many Rooks would you give this, Grumpy Old Man number 2?
How many?
Number 1. You're number 1. Being 1.
How many are we doing now? 5?
Out of 5.
Are we doing? Oh, it's been 5. Is it every time?
5.
I'm doing 4.9 out of 5.
It's gonna be 4.5 or 5.
So
I'm not gonna do that.
That's 4 Rooks.
know.
That's 4 Rooks in a night. Just.
How does that work?
Night.
No, I'm actually gonna give it 5. 5. So it's easier on Caleb to do the graphics.
5.
But more than anything, I like this movie a lot. I'm gonna see it again.
Absolutely. What about you, Caleb?
I'm gonna give it a 4. I was thinking about 4.5 because I'm definitely gonna watch it again. And anything I'm gonna watch again, I'm gonna give 4 higher.
Maybe you'll give a pawn. 4 Rooks in a pawn.
All right, yeah. Because I mean, yeah.
So let me ask you,
entertaining.
like,
4.5. Yeah.
why not
Rooks in a
a
pawn.
5? Why didn't you give it a 5?
I don't think Caleb gives
It
out 5s.
wasn't like the most perfect thing I've ever seen. I mean, I did get bored a little bit in a couple of the scenes.
Tell us the last movie you would give 5 Rooks to, just out of curiosity.
We don't have that much time.
Maybe I would give 5 Rooks to. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I fucking love that thing.
Interesting.
I absolutely fucking love that movie.
Interesting. And there you have it. Slightly worse in Caleb's opinion than Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So...
Slightly worse, mate? That makes it sound so bad. Like I was shitting all over the film. 4's a lot.
4 Rook upon is very high praise for Caleb. I would be right there with Carlos, give it a 5. So go see the movie. Thanks for joining us. As usual, please like, share, and repost this video and give us suggestions of what to review next time.
You can also support us on Patreon.
Yeah.
You can join us on Facebook.
Yeah.
If you have a Twitter account, you can follow me at oldman_Caleb. I'm trying to get Carlos on there because Carlos would be great.
I'm too old to be on Twitter.
He's a grumpy old man.
I'm gonna find a way to
get
get
on Twitter. Yeah. But follow us on Instagram, Red Rook Films. Peace out. Thank you.